yung starting five ng Execration is not something na the fans will generally go for. I mean, Zapno is not playing, or at least hindi naglaro ng nakaraan.
Yep. So,
What do you think is happening sa Execration? What is happening sa Execration ngayon?
siguro, mostly, ito lang din yung parang yung pressing matter nung previous game. So, I think yung footing din, medyo bad start for them. And medyo mas problematic ngayon kasi bad start ka natin, kalaban mo SGD. Pero I'm hoping na talagang pinaghandaan ng Execration ngayon ng SGD, of course.
Did I see this correctly? Mukhang nagbabalik ba? Si Lods.
Lalaro ko ngayon, Lods.
Yeah, Midnight, how do you feel about the new lineup of Execration? Of course. Nandiyan na si Chuck. I guess Zap is back.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's composed of very talented individual players. Again, this is another example of can you really mesh up well with each other? Kasi nakita na natin ilang beses na Execration for the past few times nung season 4 lagi nagpapakita sila, lagi sila nagbe-bring up ng A-game, especially with Chakno. Ngayon kasi the meta develops. Ngayon kailangan mo sumabay doon, and I don't think Execration nakakasabay sila sa agos ng meta.
Parang may kakaibang
nangyayari.
In relation to that, this is gonna be a difficult task for them because they are up against a very good team, SGD Omega, with our classic na very good championship caliber team din. Hayes, Hajizi, Kenji, Toshi, Heath, and Ninya in there. And syempre, wala dito sa picture but the coach, Dale Deluz, the great coach, the gold medalist coach.
Yes.
Sa SGD Omega. This team is such a strong lineup. At bukod dyan, ang smart din. I mean, alam mo, I don't know if you will agree with me on this, pero parang pag nakita mo kasing SGD, the way they bring themselves up, pag nakita mo sila, ewan ko ako mag-aggregate, pero parang silang bad boys of MPL.
Alam mo, may sinasabi sila dyan, Coach Dale, sinasabi sa mga players niya na, boys, pag pumasok kayo sa arena, you have to look your best. Kailangan pag nakita nila kayo, yung SGD andyan na. Nakakatakot dapat kasi nakakailang daw. It throws off your enemy. Kasi if you're, kunwari, kalaban mo SGD, may game plan kayo, oy guys, targetin natin si Haji. Pag nakita nyo yung SGD, ganun yung nila, yung may dating factor. Matatakot ka bigla eh.
They're like the bad boys nga eh. Would you accept that as, okay lang ba sa SGD Omega na tawagin sila the bad boys of MPL? I think that if you look at it in a good way, right? Because they are so mean during the plays, during the game. Sobrang dominant. Yes,
and mostly from a different league, nakita na natin mag-perform tong mga to. Usually, they don't give 1 point. Ito yung team na nakita kong dire-diretso talaga. Pag rumagasa, talagang pulido. Ganon. Kasi, from the name itself, dragons. So, kailangan nila i-embody. And up until to the game na talagang may takot.
I-rate the dragon if it's not scary, right? Never naging hindi nakakatakot ang dragon. So, let's talk more about their strategies. Let's talk about SGD Omega. Paano ba nag-ooperate itong team ito? What is the identity of SGD Omega? So far kasi, ang nakita lang natin, they are very aggressive in a way, pero medyo laid back then when it comes to like having Toshi farm. But generally speaking, if you're facing up against SGD Omega, ano yung kailangan mo expect?
Very systematic way or approach inside the game. Kasi the thing about SGD, they operate 60% of the time, it relies on the draft. Kasi doon talaga doon mo makikita kung sino yung lamang, sino yung dehado, and kung ano yung strategy na lalabas. Of course, with Coach Dale behind SGD Dragon, o SGD Omega, kakapain na lang nila kung paano nila lalaroin yung game. The problem is, SGD Omega, they have all 5 players na masasabi mo, actually, nanggaling to kay Wolf, the best players of each role. So, ang problema na lang nila dito is the draft. Pero may Coach Dale ka, so kailangan mo na lang execute. That's the way they operate. And the biggest factor of SGD's playstyle kasi is may systematic way of approaching sila sa game.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, strongly agree. Kasi by the book sila eh. And their timers are really in. Kung papansinin mo si Toshi kung kailan niya nasi-secure yung kanyang first item, mapapansin mo yun kung kailan lumalabas. And the way they have those early game distraction para magkaroon ng oras si Toshi. And si Toshi yung magiging safety net papunta sa mid to late games.
Very interesting points as we are heading into draft of game number 1. Dahil sinabi natin na systematic ang SGD Omega, does this tell us na yung Execration, what they need to do is kind of get out of the box and try to, at least na may yung magiging systematic ng SGD Omega?
Yeah, it's the biggest enemy of any system, yung chaos factor.
Yeah.
The thing about SGD Omega is kapag may isang mindset sila about this game. Like for example, ito yung mga dapat mangyari sa game na to. Tapos iba yung nakikita nila. Minsan yung tao nakakagulo yun. Nobody's perfect. Nakakagulo sa utak mo yun. Then suddenly, mag-a-adapt ka inside the game. Pag mali yung adjustment mo, in just a snap of a finger, parang si Thanos, mawawala yung gameplay ng Omega. That's the problem with having a systematic approach inside the game. Isang pumalya lang, nagugulo lahat.
Yeah, kasi parang nag-foresight ka eh. And foresighting is, they have the pros and cons. And ang Execration kasi, hindi man sila yung team na nakakasurpresa tulad ng madaming kakaibang heroes. Pero explosive kasi yung team na to eh.
Yeah.
Any moment, pwede silang kumuha ng napaka-unknown action na pwedeng mag-throw off sa SGD. So I think they got that factor na pwedeng maka-apekto sa systematical approach ng SGD.
What can we expect from Execration now? Parang, syempre sa buong tournament, would you place them in like the top 4 or the bottom 6?
Siguro half, gitna sila.
Yeah.
But I would say against SGD Omega, they're the biggest threat. Kasi I believe nung S4, ang tawag natin dito is yung magulong team eh. Yung talagang chaos all over the map. And again, sinabi natin, SGD Omega, their biggest weakness is yung chaotic playstyle. I think behind Chaknu, for Execration, playing behind Chaknu, it creates this monstrous playstyle na hindi maiintindihan ng SGD Omega kung ano yung ginagawa niya.
And lagay mo pa si Zapnu, which is really having that Gushion factor na talagang nakakagulo sa team fight or it can take that early game. So I think ang Execration ngayon, they can be any moment they can be on the bottom 6, they can be on the top 4, but leaning more, they are a big possible top 4 team.
I like that you mentioned Zapno being that kind of player na sa isang top team, medyo hinanap mo yun eh. Parang yung kailangan mo na explosive type of player that can play very high skill cup heroes. Yun talagang kaya mag-turn around ng mga laban by just merely outplaying your opponents. Will Zapno be an important factor in this match, would you say?
I hope so. Kasi the thing about Execration is si Hate, the purpose of Hate on his roster is to substitute for Zapno before. Ngayon magkasama sila sa isang lineup. I do think that they play the same hero pool. Mas malaki lang yung kay Zapno kasi ang dami na niyang role na napunan. Pero it still creates the idea na may playstyle yung Execration na nadadala pa rin nila. What I mean by that is similar pa rin naman yung nature nitong dalawang player na to. If they mesh it up well, then nahanap nila yung chaotic playstyle na hinahanap natin mula sa kanila. I do think that if they draft, pick-off-oriented lineups, it will work against SGD Omega.
Yeah, isa rin sa pinakamalaking takeaway yun ng lahat ng teams yun sa SGD is si Chakno can be the conservative, can be the aggressive support, any support. Mostly talaga siya yung pinaka-explosive, one of the clutch player. And considering the factor na pwede mo ilagay si Zapno and Hate on different kind of heroes, it kind of throws you off na magbabago yung playstyle nila.
Yeah. You know what? We were talking more about Execration on this time. I mean, na-mention na yung mga players na abangan. I wanna ask, sa team like SGD Omega, really quickly, sino yung inaabangan nyo? I mean, these are the top players of each role. Sino pa yung aabangan nyo sa SGD Omega?
Probably now it's Kenji. Etong taong to, bigyan nyo na ng Employee of the Year. Talagang hindi natatapos magtrabaho itong taong to. Remember yung show performance niya against, who's that team? BSP?
Oh, okay.
Yung
Akala ko yung sa Southeast Asian Games pwede rin.
pwede rin. Pero well, actually, very consistent.
Yeah.
Makikita mo, yung Game 3, it shows na Kenji, he knows what he is supposed to do in a specific game. And kapag sinabi ng coach niya na, oy, magbasag ka na ng tore, nasa harap lang ng tore yan. The moment na hindi lang siya makakapagbasag ng tore, is kapag nalilimitahan ng hero niya. Pero every single time, kapag allowed siya gawin yung ginagawa niya sa game, he will do that 100%.
Yeah.
So, we are gonna be jumping into the draft pretty soon, but I want you to answer the same question, Osiris. Who are you looking forward to?
Si Hayes pa rin talaga. I mean, Hayes is really on point. And itong team kasi na to, as a squad, consistency rin. Yung baon nila dito. Kaya, and then, that's not a big question. And that's the big reason why they are one of the top teams.
I mean, sa sobrang tagal na natin kilala itong si Hayes, you never really doubt the ability of the player. And you know what? Sa lahat ng mga nakasabay niya, and I say this with full confidence, siya lang yung tanging player na never bumaba yung skill level.
Oh,
In fact, lumalabas pa. If you compare MPL Season 1 Haze, so sobrang amazed ka na. Haze, the amazing Haze.
Alam mo, dinikit na nga yung pangalan ni Haze kay Cho, di ba?
Oo.
Tapos hindi pa natapos doon. Nagkaroon pa siya ng maraming heroes.
Baksha
Anon, di ba? Lumabas din.
Yun nga eh. At saka yung Triple H talaga ng SGD ang nakakatakot.
Super deadly.
Super deadly. Haze with Heath is really different.
Alam mo yung hindi pa siya nakontento doon, nagpalit pa siya ng role. Sabi niya, tapos na ako 5, 4 naman.
Oo, iba naman. Kasi iba naman ang magmamano ng pwesto ko. Ganun din kalakas. So, yun alam mong lakas talaga ng Dragon ngayon.
So, that's Haze, right? The only player, I would say, confidently na never nag-decline.
Jawhead.
At in fact, nag-improve pa dito si Haze. And now, we do have the draft. Very scary. SGD Omega, Cho is one of their comfort heroes, not only with Haze, but also with Kenji. Kaya nga naman, yung Execration, mas maganda na kunin na lang nila.
Tama naman. Let's save.
Tama.
I like this one. SGD Omega opening up once again with the Jawhead and Granger. Nakita na natin yung rise ni Jawhead once again. Medyo blast from the past tayo. Nung season 1, di ba, gamit na gamit si Jawhead. Then season 2, season 3, mukhang nakalimutan ng mga players.
Totally wala.
Ang malaking factor din kasi si Jawhead ngayon. Hindi lang basta yung team fighting or yung pick-off ni Jawhead. He's been throwing off some carts or yung ating siege minion papunta doon sa likod kasabay. Alam ko may mga teams na nag-a-apply noon just to deny some experiences kay Sicilion. May iba naman na ginagawa yun with kasabay nung the moment na lalabas si Lord sa bottom side, the mid lane cart will be thrown away. Na either kasabay o kasabay ng pangalawang papuntang wave.
So what you're saying is yung canon mo sa team. If you're a team na may Jawhead, ang gagawin mo is ibabato mo yung sarili mong canon papunta sa yung base para ma-delay siya. At ang nakikita dito, the best Granger in the Philippines, by the way.
Siyempre.
Alam mo,
Paris na Paris if you.
yung Mobile Legends wala pang bang-bang, nagpa-bang-bang na tayo.
Nakakatakot naman pala talaga.
Ganon katindi.
Grabe, intindi na pala ni Maring Midnight. That's the reason why pala talaga na isa to sa nakakatakot na
Shoutout kay Manjin.
na Granger player.
Yeah, this is Uranus na pick na Execration after ma-pick ang Jawhead and the Granger. Do we like this Uranus Midnight for Execration?
No, just because of the fact na may Cho ka na. So this means na either magra-run ng double fighter tong Execration or this is gonna be a support Uranus / support Cho. Now, SGD Omega, they picked the one of the most reliable mages out there, Farsa. And remember, kapag may mga heroes ka na hindi mo kayang straight out patayin, clearan mo ng wave. That's Farsa for you. And mukhang support pa nga eh.
Yes.
Should be, very good. This is, nakikita ko dito para sa SGD Omega, standard na picks sa meta ngayon sa MPL Season 5. This is, I guess, the first 2 weeks of MPL Season 5 showing up for us. However, Execration, na pinagpapakita dito ng tatlong may heal with Uranus, Rafaela, and Estes, and then Leomord.
They're giving a huge power up para sa kanilang frontliner dito. But what's lacking is yung marksman.
And of course, Baksha is the best counter.
Oh my God, the poisons will be there.
Ito yung interesting dito, guys. We were saying Execration needs to think outside the box. And boy, they did. Ito, pinakita nila Rafaela, Uranus, and then SS with Leomord. Definitely a lot of healing potential. But, napakagandang trap card naman noon na nakasetup mo lang kay Coach Dale. Parang naka-activated. Parang
in-activate mo ang trap card ko, Yugi Boy.
Nahuli kayo sa akin pati mo, sabi ni Coach Dale.
You don't do this against gold medalist draft coach. You banned out the X-Borg and left Basha on open for SGD Omega to take.
This is not just a Basha na open eh. This is one of the main heroes.
This is Baksha Anon.
This is Baksha Anon, and there's a big reason why he was named after that. So, ewan ko medyo okay na eh. There's something out of the box, but then sa labas ng box may nag-aabang.
Unfortunately, meron nga nang nakaabang outside of the box, which is Baksha, which definitely is an answer to all the sustain. So that is my main reasoning here kung bakit sa SGD Omega ako papanik for this game number 1. How about you, Cyrus? Who do you think's gonna win?
Medyo malinaw. Bukod sa high win rate ng ating Kimi, which is 70+% win rate, nasa kanila, and they're going to utilize the power of Baksha Anon, Ahon Dragon.
How about you, Minden?
Same, hashtag, sorry Lods, pero hashtag Ahon Dragon tayo.
Hashtag Ahon Dragon nga naman. We will see unanimous decision once again mula dito sa panels desk. Maybe, baka naman maiba dito yung tingin ng mga casters. We have to pass it on to all of our casters.
Maraming salamat, Wolf Osiris and Midnight. Ang daming naganap, no? Bago tayo magtungo dito sa ating series number 3, Execration versus SGD. We are casters. Yun po we the one for an eye.
And I am Butters, and we will be your shoutcasters. Sabi mo na kanina, inulit ko lang uli. Extra emphasis lang. And we are going to head on to the land of Dawn.
Indeed, eto na.
Execration versus SG Dragons. Hindi po SGD Dragons. Kasi dalawang double dragon na po.
Dragon. SGD Omega, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the final match of this week, the second week ng regular season. Alam nyo guys, lumilipas lang ang oras ha. Kasi konting kembot lang, baka mga lahati na tayo sa regular season.
Now,
konting kembot lang, paring Butters, baka nga, patapos na regular season natin. Anong tinuturo mo
looking
dyan?
at the net worth dito ng Execration, they got more
Bilis,
masks.
Oo.
Kasi nasa 1.9k
na,
na agad
diba?
sila dito.
Oo.
So they're getting the most out of that plus 20 tick na binibigay ng ating
ng,
mga masks.
yung mga maskara na yan. Again guys, hindi yan prohibited. Again, totally
Yes.
allowed na yan ngayon. Falls in favor of our meta. Actually, marami namang approach sa early game meta natin, first minute meta natin. Sometimes you don't go for the mask, sometimes you just go for the standard rotation, sometimes you just go for the delaying tactics, di ba? And then nga, go giving my point, paring Butters, ang bilis ng panahon, Tricks. Actually, kaka-announce lang pala kanina, sumali silang sa paningin ko, no? Mobile Legends Southeast Asian Championship. MSC has been announced na already and officially po guys, no? Mainit.
Mainit na
Dito
mainit
sa
yan.
Pilipinas.
Pero syempre,
Grabe.
bago ang MSC,
Oo.
tingin muna tayo dito
Okay,
kung sino
okay.
magiging representatives.
Oo, kung sino
Sa
nga eh.
MSC.
Alright, so into the game we go. Still no casualty, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, yung lead ng 5-man mask kanina ng Execration, ayun, offset na dahan-dahan. So, I'm not so sure kung saan magmamanifest talaga yung, hindi ko rin masabing cheese ng 5-man mask, pero yung lead ng 5-man mask. But so far, a few convergence here. You also have to take note din, paring Butters dito, that we have the likes of Zapnu already playing right now as he entered this regular season as 6-man. No? Pero ngayon, andyan siya, Uranus pa ang gamit.
At ito, hindi naglalaro ngayon si idol mo, Max.
Eto, Marks, no?
Si Kamote. Right, well, negets ko naman, para kasi nakita siguro ni Zapno na, kailangan pa ng onting alalay na itong mga bata akong bago.
It's possible.
Kailangan pa nila ako. They
Yeah.
still need me.
Konting init, ladies and gentlemen, let's go here. Hit takes in the first trigger para dito sa bala ng mga taga-SGD. Umabante at nakuha din. Dito rin paring Toshi yung grab doon. Now, 4 members here ng Execration making some estimates if ever they will try to retaliate. Yung konting abante rin ng mga taga-SGD, but still no casualty in this game.
They're handling the pressure well. Hindi sila basta-bastang lumalaban dito.
Yes.
Execration, nagamit kanina si Barbiel. That was actually a perfect time to fight. Pero tinansya nila kakayanin ba talaga natin?
Yeah.
Hindi, wag na lang.
Kahit ako, di ko rin alam kung tama rin yung time
Oo.
to fight. My take there is sa ganitong game number 1 no, sa series din, na mainit ang laban. Kanina nyo pa nakita yung mga laban din ng ibang mga teams. You take a more careful approach here. Hindi pa pinapagulong si Hit. Actually, uminit lang kaagad yung back siya ni Hit. And still Execution after sumundot doon. Tinignan kung paano mag-react yung SGD Omega. Still no advance. No, wala pa rin gustong trigger muna dito sa magkabila ang team natin.
SGD Omega not really going for this certain flame shot meta na tinatawag natin dito. They still have the varieties of spells going to their side. We have a Purify, we have a Flicker, we have a Revitalize, and we have a Retribution.
And the interesting part, no, Benecutie didn't think twice, no, in burning the Flicker kanina.
Oh yeah,
Against Saints.
I mean, nagko-cooldown yan.
Nag-cooldown nga. Pero may curiosity here is, ito na kasi yung opening is, sa isang gitgita na laban, knowing na walang Flicker ang isang Cho, might give an advantage here for SGD Omega. That's -1 pick up on the options here of Execration. Though, na-burn din naman yung ultimate dito ng ating Parsa. Although a good chunk of health was removed against Zapnu, look at the regeneration there.
Yes.
Of the
And kahit
Uranus.
si Toshi dito, ginamit din yung kanyang Death Zone nata. So that means SGD Omega will go for, sabihin natin, will go for a passive play.
Yan nga.
Dito.
Alam mo sa mga viewers natin, no, habang wala po namamatay kasi sa laban, ang gagawin nyo dyan, magbibilang kayo ng cooldowns. Bibilangin nyo ano yung na-burn sa magkabilahaan. That is what will determine kung sino man yung magiging first casualty ng laban natin. Further airstrike already off cooldown. Though Siren is sitting here below half health and still even Hate and even Chaknu, they won't retaliate.
Yes, and eto ang daming teams na talagang pinipilit itong Leomord na to. And Leomord right now is actually fighting in the middle of everything. Haze dito, mula malaban sila. Pero Zapnod sa may pinakalikod. Sumisunod siya dito ng load. Haze will go down and this might be the fight na hinahanap ng Execration.
Kapit dito kay Hate, ladies and gentlemen, si Siren din naman. Inactivate yung kanyang ultimation and that leaves Execration. They're already happy to take one member here of SGD Omega. They can regroup up and go for the push up top and even a cut. They're done in by Jacknu. Hindi ata makalapit sila Hit. That's gonna be Siren casting that flame shot and zoning out the members of SGD Omega. Execration takes the first turn of this game.
Toshi dito. Hop. And just using that way of the dragon to create a gap,
Distance,
to create distance para hindi siya mag-go. One more Rhapsody there could have gone,
Hayward, no? Para kay Benny Cutie,
At saka, may mga times dito yung Execration na napapansin mo, medyo hesitant sila lumaban. But still, at the end of the day, kapag pinilit nila, they have the capability to do so. They have the sustain. They have the extra movement speed. They have the tankiness, which is
alam mo, ang solid parang ang ramdam ko, I think SGD Omega is a top team talaga dito sa MPL regular season Kung ng Execration yung respeto against SGD Omega. That's why hindi sila gano'n nagmamalalim. When they take back, they make this calculated plays.
Benny!
Back to the backline, ladies and gentlemen. Benny Cutie was able to get and feed Haze with his speed. Kaso lumipad pa rin, mga kaibigan. Hinabot din naman ni Paring Siren doon. Yung Farsa natin, Execration takes the upper hand. Sakto here, getting some hurt, pero hindi mahalaga. Hindi siya maputumba. Still alive, ladies and gentlemen. At kita mo merong nakuha. Leomard gonna be going down. The overall trade is 2 for 1, and that's Execration.
And this is bad for the side of SGD Omega. As we've said, Kimi lineups really want to take those turrets early. They're not getting those turrets.
They are not getting.
They got the turret dito sa may gitna, pero meron pang dalawa. Meron pang dalawa
normally,
sidelines.
sidelines normally ang headline ng isang Kimi. Kumanta na si Regine Velasquez. Nakagipit ng konti sila Siren at si Jacknu. Pero hindi mahalaga yun. Benny Cutie, pinagsusuntok dito yung mga tore. At yung isang tore rather gonna be going down in the bottom lane. No casualty for Execration. Able to take an objective. This is, wow, kakagulat sa Execration. I mean, no offense pero, di ba? Ang linis.
This is a new Execration na nakikita natin, hindi puro aggression. Ngayon talagang confidence with a heart. Confidence with a heart.
Send hearts. TikTok, man.
TikTok.
Let's see here.
Kaka-TikTok ng Jackno to.
Bantayan na lang natin mga kaibigan. Still, this is SGD Omega that they are facing. Onto the item check, you can actually see the second and even first score item already complete on both sides. Pero majority ay nasa kamay pa dito ng Execration. The Farsa getting delayed towards his lightning transition compared to the endless battle. On top of that, two physical attack dagger para kay Benny Cutie. You know, there is the enchanted talisman already available for Jackno. Di na mawawalan yan. And even Hate is just a few clicks away on building that Blade of Despair.
BOD, that is one of the items na talagang sabihin natin giyang na giyang si Hate dito na buuin. Kasi kapag once na nakuha niya na yan, pwede niya nadaganan lahat halos Pero SGD Omega, they have to find a way to, get Kenji to, ejector someone to the front line. Para sabihin natin si Hate or si Siren na talagang mabigla nila lahat at mawala agad si Siren kasi si Siren talaga yung nagbibigay ng problema sa kanila dito.
Can be denied. Oh yes, yun na nga. Yung heal, di ba? Yung, there's a demand na magamit at an optimal level. Yung crowd controls dito ng SGD Omega. It can be denied na we're not seeing so much plays muna mula kila Kenji dito. Pero you have to take note kasi kung gaano ka maingat ng Execration kanina. No? Even at the 8-minute mark, guys, ambahan pa rin tong dalawang team na to. You can actually discount the turrets, pero, ayun, even the gold lead actually, you can discount The playstyle lang importante dito. You can actually see na, Zapno lang ang pinapauna. Dumadash in pa si Zapno after the Rhapsody. Wala nang pampato dito si Paring Toshi. Tapos punta sa Gedli. Huli ka agad mga kaibigan. Toshi gonna be going down. Haze here casting the Feathered Air Strike. It doesn't matter though. Sagot siya ng Leomard doon. Tapos ladies and gentlemen, dumating yung ating Kimi. Hey, ladies and gentlemen! Shake and bacon for this Leomard. That's a 2 for 1 once more in Execration. What is this? Ang galing!
Ang ginawa ni Hate doon, dinribble niya, hinawakan niya, dinribble niya uli, hindi nakita nung rep. Hindi siya natawagan ng traveling.
Oo, mamaya.
Pero dito, naku Kenji, naku po, nabigyan!
Very cute. Sinilala kay crossover no?
Iba!
Ankle breaker.
Iba ang tabas ng laro ng Execration.
Yes, sorry.
Kapag kakasama si Sapno.
I mean, this is out of our expectations, clearly, based on the reputation of Execration. But right now, this is SGD Omega that are playing with their hands. Zapnu once more into the front line. Execration pulling up the siege here onto the mid lane turret. I think yun, all hype, panalo, pero they need to be careful though. SGD Omega pa rin, no?
Oh, kahit sabihin
Champion
natin
caliber
dito,
yung SGD,
nakikita natin na Execration nasa kanila lamang ngayon. Of course, you cannot count out SGD Omega. Alam natin na may mga mas manalala pang sitwasyon na napaliktad ng SGD Omega. So there are a lot of things to look at, and the double marksman lineup is really scary into the late game. So Execration, how do you answer this?
Yeah, ayun nga, ang alam ko lang ngayon, so far the obvious situation in the game is that even the likes of Haze is not given any freedom to cast that feathered airstrike. You can actually discount now the feathered airstrike against Haze. If there is one good target para sa mga taga SGD Omega is probably wait out on the yung entrada ni paring Hate dito kasi ang lakas ng linis ni Hate eh. Ang laki na disable ni Hate eh, di ba?
Nakita yung binuha ni Hate?
Ano?
Kumuha din siya ng Bloodlust Axe. Kasi, di ba kumuha siya ng BOD una?
Oo, tapos Bloodlust Axe ng
Bloodlust Axe na lang din kasi dumarating din naman sa point na nakakatulong din yung extra life steal.
Regeneration,
kasi hindi din siya maaalala ni Syra, masyado siyang malalim eh.
Oo nga pala, no? Malayo din.
Malayo
din, no? So, kailangan
si
yung regeneration na yun, no? Malachakno din. Actually, si Chakno yung nasa backline dito. And again, yun nga, ang mission lamang ni paring Hate ay mahuli ang tulad nila Haze. Had you see here, he's still not delayed. Toshi, isang deathman lang, no? Pero itong batang to, alam natin yung dinadala niyang talento. So, kailangan talaga Execration dito. Benny Cutie, Toshi nakagep. Inabutan ka ng networking, ladies and gentlemen. And Benny Cutie finishes up the mission. Kasama na lang dito sa mission. Mga membro ng Execration. You can actually see Chakno. Still alive! Hate was more! Dito, unstoppable for study by Kenji, but with punishment. Isasama ka sa hukay ni Chakno. Doon kayo mag-TikTok. And that's how it's done. Execration bags SGD 4 for 1.
Feeling blessed. Yun na sinabi.
Oh my God.
Pero si Hit gumulong pabalik ng base. They can't do anything to Execration right now. Si Zapno dito, tinatabihan niya si Hit. Nag-holding hand sila.
Oh my God. I mean, that is the biggest win there by Execration for this game. Number 1, SGD is clear now that they are the ones playing from behind their backs against the wall for this game against Execration. So we try to count, no? Paano ngayon to? Again, may lead yung Execration, guys. Yeah, that is evident on the outer turrets, mid turrets natin, on face ng game natin. Pero what about the inhibitor siege? Yun ang tanong. Doon ako curious ngayon,
Kasi
no?
yun nga sinasabi natin. One of the things na nagpapatagal sa meta natin ngayon is yung Forza being present dun sa mga inhibitor siege.
Ang hirap niya,
Kasi kung hindi mo kaya ng isang mabilisan, one feathered airstrike will be enough to, just stop your whole push.
Pero tol na yung 4-4-1 na yun, yung play na yun, ibibigay ko kay Benny Cutie, no?
Ako lagi sabi sa'yo, hindi natin nabibigyan ng masyadong pansin din si Benny Cutie. Pero itong player na to, kanina pa nagpapakita ng mga kakaibang galawan to, mga out of this world.
Iba yung paa ng show nito, pre. Ayan na, Benny Cutie is doing the work here onto the inner turret. That is already a given here. SGD Omega, they're gonna be pulling up their defense line on the inhibitor turret side. Curious talaga ako paano to mapupull up kasi you need to dive in way too deep para makuha yung parts sa may pinakalikod. And even Zapno, I'm not so sure. Pero there's a demand, no? Maybe the recipe is talagang si Zapno mauna, soak up some damage, get some cooldowns, followed up by Hate, at bahala na. Very Cutie cannot afford to miss a kick right now. Tino si Zapno. Wala nang ejector. Wala nang ejector.
Laban tayo. Execration dito, umaamba unti-unti. Si Hit dito, medyo naipit.
Oh my God. Okay, Hit sa may pinakaharapan. Zapno as well, sitting on the 50% health, ladies and gentlemen. He can toss up. That's immortality, ladies and gentlemen. Pero tingnan natin kung burn nga ba. Yep, nakompleto naman. Ramsey din na bounty to the paring Toshi. That's a 4-4-5 now. At eto na, ang Dragon! Mga kaibigan, actually pagong. Hate, ladies and gentlemen, not gonna be connecting any of that bump mula sa backshot natin. Kahit pa paano, ayun na nga, doon nagkakaroon ng problema ngayon. Yun yung sinasabi nating tanong na pwedeng tumalong yung Execration dito if ever they try to go for the push on that inhibitor turret.
Execration dito, one of the things na kailangan mo bantayan sa kanilang playstyle dito is they're taking in account lahat ng brushes, lahat ng blind spots na meron sila dito. Kasi alam nila si Kenji, anytime pwede pwede pumasok sa may pinakalikod.
Yes,
Mag-unstoppable force, tapos magbato dun sa may likod. Hindi magbato sa likod hindi pang ibabato niya. Magbato sa likod. Delikado yun.
Si Manjin yun.
Si Manjin yun. Pero, Execration, on the other hand, SGD Omega, on the other hand, they are defending this well. Ito na nga sinasabi natin.
Indeed.
It's the prowess or it's the potential push defense coming out from that far side.
Palakpakan, may lumilipad na kalapate. Pak. Very cute sa may pinakalikod. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's how it's done. Ang laki ng problema ngayon ni Toshi. Inaapon sa kuya niya. And Sandy, and that's the time that we are looking for. Execration now is knocking on the door of SGD Omega. Only 2 members are remaining. Don't let check si Chakmo doon. Lalim tol. Hit receives the death. Kenji naman. Kinaladkad. And that's how it's done. It's only just Kenji standing between Execration and SGD as they go for the push. They have the Leo board. They have an minion wave. The death timer sitting at 17 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, SGD Omega falls in this game. Execration! Game number 1!
Execration, what a performance, but that is only game number 1. They're halfway there. 50% of the battle has been won for their side.
I cannot see kung nagkulang yung SGD doon. Para sa akin, ang kinaganda ng laban na yon ay, namin parehas magaling. May makikita, when we have some one-sided games, we cannot sugarcoat it. Diba? Lagi yung sinasabi. Pero, a game na dalawang magaling, nagtatansyahan, pero mas magaling lang yung isa for that moment. Beautiful game.
And I mean, iba yung pinakita ni Benny Cutie. Benny Cutie just showed up and with a veteran, Zapnu, playing on their side, nagbago yung itsura dito ng Execration. Mind you, this is SGD Omega we're talking about.
Yes, that's champion caliber team, ladies and gentlemen. Uminit lang lalo ang series natin. Very excited on the insights ng ating panel dito. How they digest this game number 1 as we went on to game number 2, Wolf Osiris Midnight. Kayo naman.
Thank you so much sa ating mga casters at mukhang marami na mga hashtag feeling blessed tonight after that massive performance mula sa Execration. Ang dami mga highlight plays.
Yeah.
This is a game that we were saying Execration, kung gusto nila manalo against SGD Omega, they have to bring something outside of the table. I was part of the lobby and I was watching all this time, well, hindi naman all the time, pero after nung una niyang triple kill or double kill, I set my eyes onto hate. This guy performed so well. Nakakita tayo ng Leomord plays kanina. Eto, incredibly different. This is so well done. But of course, I want to ask you guys, what else did you see dun sa game na yun? How did Execration win that match?
Ako, ang mata ko ay na kay Benny Cutie. With that show, there's so many hostage taking na ginawa niya kay Toshi. You know how well Toshi play. He's a really careful marksman. His positioning is really impeccable. Pero the moment na pumasok si Benny Cutie, that 6-minute mark na nagkaroon ng laban sa mid lane, seals the deal.
Like we could see the highlights. Ang dami niyong pwedeng abangan dito. But Midnight, what did you see in that match? How did SGD Omega lose that?
Again, ito yung yung hinaharap natin from Execration, the surprise and chaotic factor. Who would have thought ang babasag sa double marksman strategy ng Sunsparks is triple fighters? Wala tayong paki. Kung ang problema ng marksman is fighter, dalawang marksman yung, sige, tatlo fighter natin. And wala kasing wala pang gumagawa nun eh. This is the first time that we're gonna see a triple fighter setup from Execration. Ninakaw na nga nila yung tagline ng blacklist eh. Brinik na nila yung code. And this is how you break SGD Omega.
I think that they have indeed broken SGD Omega in this specific game. Kakaiba din yung kanilang start. I think that we started with Execration on Leomord mid, and then you have Zapno on the side lane, Uranus, and then another side laning na medyo stay lane na Cho.
Against Johan.
If you think about it, dati yung Leomord nasa side lanes, tapos pupunta sa laban. Sabi dito ng Execration, teka lang, hindi naman sinabing ganun lang dapat laruin.
There's no set rules.
Pwede naman siya sa gitna, ang lakas ng wave clear, honestly, ng isang Leomord, and it really fits like a whatever it is na kailangan checkan ng nasa mid lane.
Yeah, I believe we've seen the mid lane Leomord in the hands of Basic nung qualifiers, if I'm not mistaken. Talagang okay siya sa mid lane, duel, wave clear, and yung gulat factor niya nandun. And another thing, kung meron kasing double marksman, madalas gusto mo yung mga flame shot, yun talaga may space. But then having a triple fighter, this is the whole new, the next level in your base team comp. And having the sustain with the heal, the feeling blessed effect ni Chakno with that SS, and I mean Sire, and then with Rafaela, na andoon yung gulat factor na hindi na nagkaroon ng space para dito sa Kimi at saka sa Granger.
There were many utilities used here. Particularly, I wanna talk more about this speed boost na nakuha natin mula kay Chakno. By the way, it still stacks with whatever it is kung naman yung natural na speed ng isang Leomord with a Phantom Steed. At makikita natin na nakaka-catch up talaga yung nasa likod because of this speed boost.
Yeah, I wanna say Benecute, how do you pronounce that? Benecute destroyed the hell out of SGD Omega. Nakita nyo naman yung last knock-up. It caught the dual marksman. Dalawa. Tsaka si Haji. And it was again, sinabi mo nga, it was boosted by Chakno. This kind of strategy, there's no systematic way of approaching it. Grabe din kasi yung mobility na dinadala. It's the nature of a Leomord, it's the nature of the Rafaela, and Execration found the perfect recipe to execute it.
So, pabilisan pala dito. So, sasakay sila sa sports car ni Zap, no? Hindi na gusto gawin dito. Road trip ang gusto pala gawin dito na Execration. But you know what? I think that we saw in many games, in many skirmishes na nangyari sa game na yun, with Benecute, I wanna emphasize, dinadive niya yung Torre, tapos diba gamitin yung alley-oop with the Way of the Dragon, instant back. Parang if you think about it, ang isang Cho, gusto mo makapag-knock up or stand ng multiple people, pero Benecute is okay with just one. At nakita natin yun, he almost died, but because of the heals of Estes, nakapag-dive sila.
There's a big reason why nakafocus si Benecute sa isa kaysa yung AoE capability na meron ng Cho. Una, si Toshi nag-function well in terms of good positioning. Pangalawa, with that Farsa who's staying in one place with the DPS na manggagaling sa feathered airstrike. Pag na-negate mo yun, malaki kagad yung mawawalan damage factor and even a Granger. So, marami kang pwedeng i-single out and it kinda puts SGD in a bad place once na may mawala kagad sa mga course nila.
Yeah, it makes me think na medyo naging non-factor pala yung pag-counter ng Baksha kasi masyadong maraming sustain coming out from Execration. Of course, if you do the math naman talaga, technically speaking, but I think that they forced out mistakes din naman on the side of SGD Omega. Kasi yung Execration, like we're saying, it's all about their how they set the tempo, how they make chaos. At ang nangyari kasi doon, napupersa mo yung kalaban na magkaroon ng errors. Although there is a very high chance for you to make your own errors, but at this specific game, it seems like Execration ang mas nanalo sa pakuntian ng pagkakamali. Well, now, SGD Omega, I know that this is a team na hindi mag-overreact to this, but I will still want to ask you what needs to change for SGD Omega come game number 2.
I think you can't do anything about it. Bago yung triple fighter eh. This is something that you should look inside the replay. Tingnan mo kung ano yung ginagawa ng Execration. Think about the idea kung ano, bakit gumagana to. Pero with a little time na meron sila dito, I think na mga 2 minutes lang ata yung break nila, it's impossible to do that.
I think ito yung susukat sa Dragons kung gaano kalaki yung adaptability nila. Kasi ganun kabilis nangyayari lahat.
Well, mukhang ang way ng pag-adapt dito ng SGD Omega as we head into the draft is mukhang ibaban na yata nila yung specific hero naging problem sa nila, which is the Cho. Never mind the first pick ang SGD Omega. Never mind na gustong-gusto nilang gamitin yan. Do not give it away to your opponents.
Kailangan mo respetuhin kasi wala kang sagot sa triple fighter. Now, Execution, they can still go for the same strategy. The Uranus, Sams, and the Jawhead is still available. Pero hindi na yung kasing ganda na tulad ng ginawa nila kanina. Kasi the nature of Cho is sobrang mobile niya. And against SGD Omega's lineup before, which is super dash dependent, si Cho talaga yung perfect hero for that.
Alright. Grok is a standard ban naman para sa Execration. Are we gonna see SGD Omega going back to the double marksman Osiris? Feeling ko naman kasi wala namang mali dun sa...
walang mali. I think talagang the sustain and the out-of-the-box factor really caught up into SGD Omega's mind. I was expecting pa nga na they're gonna drag it to late game, but the in-your-face factor talaga nandun. And sinabi nga ni Midnight, kay Naanis Chaos, ang ginawa nila, dinare-diretso nila with the boost, with the heal, walang pahinga para sa SGD.
So it's all about the tempo para sa Execration, and that really gave them an advantage come next game. And ang pwedeng naman kasi natin kasahan sa Execration, they can deliver with that kind of strategy kasi highly skilled players din naman to. I mean, surely SGD Omega, they do have the best players in each position, but that doesn't mean that Execration cannot match them. Alam natin, nandyan pa rin yung mga highly skilled people. And I'm just happy that Zapno is back in action.
Yes, and para malaking factor yun kasi the best call the shots nga naman. So with that experience, with that confidence na dinadala niya, with the moral boost, sobrang bilis nangyari ng lahat. Even Benny Cutie with all of those big plays, talagang sobrang commended ang Execration ngayon. But then, SGD Omega, silang hahawak ng Selena, this is different.
Midnight, how good is SGD Omega's Selena? And how is it different from the previous series na nakita natin na Olats yung first priority Selena?
Well, usually kasi kapag meron siya ng Selena dito, the way SGD Omega utilize that is pang mage siya, pang support siya ng mage. And they usually pick up the carry para meron silang late game factor. Problem is, meron nang nakaset up dito yung Execration na Uranus and Jawhead. So may babanggana nung marksman dito. Actually, surprisingly nga, hindi pa nga pinik yung Valier dito for Execration. Pero I think na-reserve pa nila. And there you go, mukhang magkikimi. Actually, X4. Okay.
Yun lang yung Valier. So ayaw nila i-push yung fighters.
Mage yung Selena.
How good is this substitute? Sinabi natin, di nakuha ng Execration ng Cho, but they will still get Jawhead. And I can fairly remember Execration na gumagamit ng Jawhead kahit sa support, kahit even in the previous season, Syre can play this as well. Maganda bang substitute to dun sa Cho na nawala sa kanila?
Well, it's a nice substitute pero it's not the same archetype as Cho. Talagang hindi mo mapapalitan si Cho. Pero with the current lineup of SGD Omega right now, meron silang export, may true damage on these two heroes, kay Uranus and kay Jawhead. I don't think it's gonna be enough for Execution this time around.
How about yung Rafaela export? Do we like this mula sa SGD Omega, Saris?
Okay naman siya in terms of SGD Omega since kailangan, I think gusto nila i-match yung shields and sustain na meron ng Uranus and Jawhead. So for a long team fight, they kind of need that, especially pag nawala yung Firago armor ni export, dun siya mawawalan gaano ng capability. So it adds up to the sustain and I'm really loving the ban ng Omega dito.
Very specific na ban laban sa Execration. Well, we know naman na if you're a team na gusto mag-late game, you don't want to be facing up against that specific hero. And knowing SGD Omega, hindi sila takot na mag-late game.
This should be a Kimi for Execration. Kung gusto nila banggayin yung timing ng SGD Omega, there's no Kimi potential anymore. Pero sa kanila, sobrang ganda ng Kimi. I think what they lack right now is possibly the Nana, so baka mauna yun bago mag-Kimi.
Yep, pero talagang gusto nilang i-target si Toshi this time sa draft. Removing the carry and Execration.
Papakitaan
niya how well.
Papakitaan ng Execration. Okay, sige,
Basha
nag-Rafaela kayo. Kami talaga marunong mag-counter niyan. Ganito kasi, mag-back siya.
Mind you, pinik nila yung Basha into the export, which is unnatural kasi counter si export kay Basha.
Zask.
They did consider, okay, Lolita.
Yes,
And
that's good. I think mas okay, but then
First Bruno is there. At
Bang din.
sino ang mas malupo? Sino ang mas matinding marksman? Ito ba o yung kanina?
feeling ko ito eh.
Feeling ko yung kanina kasi mas malakas mag-Selena yun.
Ito kasi, ito yata wala masyadong farm.
Oo, hindi nag-farm yan eh.
Parang
ito
ito
yata
kulang eh.
Palaban, no? Palaban. Lagi nasa harap ng araw,
Parang ito yung nabaog na marksman eh. Parang ganun eh.
Parang
Medyo
nagutom
kinulang ko. Kinulang.
Nagawa ng mga buff.
Tsaka kailangan dalawa pa para tumama. Yung kanina isa lang eh.
Ito, Granger. Okay. Anyway, getting aside, let's go back. This is Lunox for Execration. I guess one of the signature heroes of Hate back then, before. And I'm not exactly sure kung saan mapupunta ang ating Granger, knowing that Zapno will be playing the Uranus. So we don't exactly know how. Ang napansin ko dito sa site ng Execration, by the way, big shoutout to Coach Ducky. Napansin ko sa Execration dito, parang nag-out of the box tayo sa previous game. What if, let's go back to our runes from game number 2. This is very MPL
Standard.
Season 3, Season 4 composition. Never one-size-fits-all composition para sa Execration. Do we like this? Sa tingin nyo ba? Sino ang mananalo dito? Maybe I want to go for Execration this time. May
Bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm riding the bandwagon. This is Lunox and nakita natin ang Granger. At feeling ko kasi nakita ko yung dalawang may picture na may baril, kaya
sige.
baka bumaligaw sa Granger. So, I don't know. How about
ako
you
naman.
guys?
Ako, gusto kong SGD pa rin, pero iba talaga ang factor ng Execration ngayon. Sa mga bandwagon, pero maniniwala pa rin ako sa Dragons.
Okay.
Ako, even though they missed the last pick potential of an Esmeralda for Execration, I still believe na itong lineup to kaya i-overrun yung Selena Mage. So, Execration.
Execration 2-1 this time at isa lang ang pumanig dito sa SGD Omega. Caster's Curse nga ba ang mangyayari? Oh, well, Panelist Curse. We'll see kung may curse din ang mga casters natin na mukhang baril na. Babalik na natin ngayon sa ating mga casters. Please take it away.
Kaya hindi kami nipe-predict dito kasi ayaw namin nung sumpa. Maraming salamat panel and kay Manjin kapag nag-aaway na naman kayo nito, ewan ko na naman, hindi ko na kayo sasaluin.
Pag ako talaga naging audience.
Pag kami naging audience.
Game number 2,
babawi
ladies and
kami.
gentlemen. Game number 2 between SGD Omega versus Execration 1-0 in favor of Execration. Let's see if SGD Omega pushes these to a game number 3. On the blue side, ay ang SGD Omega. You got A0 na Rafaela. He's on the Lolita. GC for Selena, Toshi for Bruno, and Kenji on Export.
For the side of Execration, it's going to be Zapnu on his Uranus, Benny Cutie on the Lunox, Hate as the Granger, Saire will be playing that Baksha, and Chakno ang magbabato sa Johead. Sa Johead!
Sa Johead. So
Hindi
kanina
magba-
mag-witness a very calculated, no, at maingat na game number 1. You did discuss kanina pa rin, Butters, na again, no, yung Rafaela, it allows for that cha-cha approach so pagdating sa mga laban natin.
Kumbaga bara-bara dance moves.
Bara-bara. It prolongs team fight Ganun unless there's an assassin mula sa kabila. Pero ayun, we still have the same hero in the hands of Zapnu. We do understand Boom! First blood, ladies and gentlemen, on Zapnu. May okay pa. Nakasama ngayon dito yung main tank ng Execration. Nice catch there, no? Medyo may konting doon parang nagkainitan ni si Kenji. Pwede naman umalis si Kenji.
Pwede umalis si Kenji doon, but he stayed and nasaktan siya.
Oo.
Hindi na naman hugot yun. Hindi ko alam kung bakit.
Pero ano
Diretso
talaga
na naman to.
parang may overstaying doon.
May overstaying doon, yes. And the thing about it is, if Zapnu will lane smartly against si Kenji, he can actually stop Kenji from getting the levels and the gold. Pero lumagpas na tayo medyo dito. And lamang pa rin naman si Zapnu kahit paano.
Oo, lamang pa naman kahit papaano. And I think na hindi pa ganun ka-conclusive yung ganun klaseng pick-off din against Kenji. Actually, what we want to wait out is the first skirmish siguro dito. No?
Yes.
Yeah, we get 70 seconds bago naman.
Naku, si Hayes nahulog.
Huli si paring Hayes, mga kaibigan. Actually, si Siren ang nataya dito. At in-check to ring, mga kaibigan. Toshi na naman. This time, si Chaknu trumabaho sa kanya. Kanina pa nahuli itong batang to. Kanina pa nayayaya sa labas. We got Chaknu into the front line, zoning out GC, and Hayes hits his Mamba out. That leaves Exit to take this grab.
And looking at the pacing ng laro natin ngayon, it's too early to say pero ako nararamdaman ko na ngayon, ito yung magiging tema ng MPL-S5
Ano?
Mga kontrapelo.
Kontrapelo.
Malakas ka sa ganitong team pero mahina ka sa ganitong team. Tapos yung isang kabilang team, malakas sila dun sa kahinaan mo pero mas malakas ka dun sa something nila.
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
Mamala Kryptonite, no? Kumbaga, kahinaan. A bits B bits C. Well, let's see here. Again, I think inconclusive pa naman yun. Although, guys, take note lang po yung gold lead na hawak na dito ng Execution. Ibiro yan, 1,000 seating at the 2-minute mark. Now, onto the bottom lane, Kenji. Actually, sinugod dito ng Lunox natin. Pero behold that thought, Syre also taking attention dito ng mga membro ng SGD. And there we go. We did so. Kenji gonna be going down. That is back in, I think, by very cutie.
Haji throwing out the abyss an arrow. Hindi sila makahanap ng pwesto dito. And as the meta progresses, as the MPL Season 5 progresses sa regular season niya, mas umuunti yung tumatamang pana dito. Parang lahat nakakapag-adapt dun sa pressure na binabato na si Selena. Kasi parang laging nandiyan yung Selena Hindi mo na siya matanggal
Ay talagang di matatanggal yan si Selena, men.
Oo.
Di talaga maalis sa lineup natin yan. Okay, we got here, Syre. Of course, Jess gonna be having his turret destroyed as he look onto it. Meanwhile, that leaves Execution though to trade the top lane outer turret sa turtle. Sa unang turtle ng ating laro.
Yan naman, iniilawan na naman si Sapo dito.
Pailaw na naman no? Steady lang. Syre sa Gedli. Di ba? 2 points off no, sa pagsugod dito ng dalawang main tank. Aba, sumantel mo, palapit si Benny Cutie sa Gedli naman siya. Ang tapang na tao. Kinander si Benny Cutie dito pero hindi na mahalaga yun. That's gonna be Granger clearing up. Hate gets his kill. Chakno, 2-4-2, ladies and gentlemen. And now the fight, will it be held?
Ito na, nag-aabang. Nagbabato.
Lumabas.
Oh.
Promo time! Oh!
Mahina magbato.
Bumagal yung kamay.
Oh, mahina.
Bumagal yung kamay, kaka-TikTok. Let's see here. Siren gonna be receiving that arrow once more into the trap, but he has enough durability to withstand the damage of GC.
Shaknu on the yun lang, yung threat ni Shaknu lang na nakababa yung kamay niya, ready for an ejector. It is the pressure, feeling blessed. Never stressed.
Never stressed. 2-5 laro sa laro natin. And again, this is different mula dun sa game number 1 natin. Although, parang Execration nakuha yung confidence game nila. Alam mo, nakakatawa talaga yung Execration, no? I mean, sorry magbabanggit ako ng ibang team dito. Pag fan ka ng Execration, parang they remind me a lot of Counter Logic Gaming. Alam mo yun?
Okay.
Parang ang hirap maging fan ng CLG dati, gano'n.
Oo.
Pero ang sarap nila subaybayan di ba? Gano'n din yung Execration ngayon dito Parang love-hate relationship kayo pag fan ka ng Execration. Kailangan mo talaga ipaglaban yung team mo pag gano'n kayo supporter ka ng
Parang
Execration.
nung una, syempre, nawawalan ka na ng pag-asa.
Oo.
Pero pag nakikita mo silang
Gumagaling,
parang
yung
minamahal
pananaw
mo sila ulit.
Parang pananaw mo sa buhay no? Nag-i-improve. Let's see here, Arrow once more. Payat talaga.
Payat na payat.
You cannot
Yun nga
blame
talaga,
Magis
men.
either. Yeah, pamilyar na
Pamilyar na yung feeling. And kahit kaparamdam ko, kahit sa ako ngayon, pamilyar ang feeling
Ganun din.
Oh, kasi it's the same amount of pressure. There's always a chance na tamaan ka out of nowhere. Even though there are brushes, ang maganda dito sa pinapakitang pag-a-adapt at pag-evolve ng ating mga players is mas nagiging mindful sila. And I feel that this is the, sabihin natin, ito yung may pinakamataas na highest map awareness sa buong mga seasons. Kasi yung dati, ang daming natatamaan talaga ng banner.
Yes, that is true. Pansin ko din I don't think nag-miss out lang ng basta-basta si AGC dito.
Oo.
I think talaga yung familiarity ng mga tao playing with Selena. Actually, tumaas ang play rate ni Selena, di ba? Based on previous updates. Actually, umabot sa point na
Dati tayo lang yun
Dati, alam mo na, bilang lang naman mga Selena player. Mga
Sa Esports lang yan
Receiving a lot of damage mula dito sa SGD Omega.
Buhay pa
SGD Omega! Buhay pa! Ang problema dito, wala hindi na cooldown. Kenji tinalon. Last insanity to be burned. And Zaplu will be alive. Actually getting torched here by Kenji. You can actually see that Zaplu gonna be going down. Zaplu is still alive then. Kenji walking away. At still, may nakuha doon ng SGD Omega. Boom! Zaplu is down. Benecuting sumunod ng Santel mo ulit. Hate passes on to Syre. Hate gonna be zoning out the members of SGD Omega. Ngayon yung Dragon, nagagalit na.
Yes.
Galit na ang Dragon.
Stalling the game a bit. Ito ang pinapakita dito ng SGD Omega. Execration, they had the lead. They had all the time in the world to, just be patient and get kung ano man yung advantage na makukuha nila. But they really had to go and jump the gun.
Yeah, and I feel na hindi rin sila basta-basta, hindi rin pwedeng basta mambarash yung Execration kasi there's the last insanity pa rin. Diba? I mean, that's big AOE. Kumpara nung kanina, parang medyo payat-payat I think yata, Johan si, Kenji, kung namamali. But this is different now, Different.
Tsaka kasi kanina, kapag yung double marksman setup kasi mas mahirap siya i-pull off. Yung Uranus talaga para sa akin sa mga key components
Yes. Alam naman natin na gusto ni Uranus. Bato, ladies and gents, of course, shield off coming in from hit onto the side. You can actually see Zaplu.
Nagamit yung bulwark.
Nagamit yung bulwark. Sulit. Alright. 4-5. Steady into this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially into the mid-game 7-minute mark. 15 seconds bago lumabas ang ating turtle. In position would be the members of Execration. Got scouted. Yun, tumama na. No? Syre. Wala naman pag-scout lang diba?
Pag-scout lang. Tinulungan sila.
Para dito. Little Wanderer is in Syre now. That gives more freedom for the back
This is the question.
Yeah, punta siya sa may Gedli.
Syre, na-wrong turn.
Na-wrong turn, pero si Syre yan, hindi dapat tamaan yan. Kasi nandun, actually ultimate casted on by Hate and Syre. Kita mo yung damage sa kanya. Not gonna be enough. They know nakasama din yung Little Grass dito. Yung Little Wanderer ni Syre. Regeneration is fully up for this back siya.
Okay, SGD Omega. When they fight this, remember, the turtle has been
nakuha
slain by Execration. They have nothing to gain here.
Ganda, tingnan mo yung Execration kumalma. Almalicious din, yeah.
Wala, men. Kumbaga, iba na to. This is the metamorphosis
Yeah.
of the Lords.
Yeah, pero inaabangan ko din kasi talaga pag ito,
Zaplu.
SGD Omega nakakuha ng arrow, went for the dive, backline ka agad, na maalam si Chaco, hindi. Buhay pa rin mga kaibigan kahit yung world wave dito ng ating Bruno ay nabitawan na. Kenji Viraga is already down. Naman plus also, knock on camera, doesn't matter though. That's the Maxa going down.
Hindi nila kaya. Chaco!
Stepping in, flickering in, pero alam ni Toshi yan, never again, ladies and gentlemen. He goes for front line. Of course, yung solo of laban.
Sabon!
Natin yung arrow dito on. Triple killing on the Bruno. Make that a quadra killing. Ladies
Eto
and
na!
gentlemen. Savage me! Savage me!
Hindi tatakbo, hindi habol, hindi hahabol.
Titipi pa?
May maniac pero hindi hahabol.
May maniac. Tama.
May maniac pero hindi habol.
Hindi habol.
Oh, ito nakita niya. Oh, sabi niya. Roger,
Eagle,
Alpha, Eagle 1.
Relax,
The enemy
Eagle
is
1.
here. The enemy is here. Oh, wala, hindi sabi nila. Okay, Eagle 2,
Ito na
disengage.
sinasabi natin. SGD Omega, pag tumayo na yung lumpia niyan, talagang buhay na buhay yan, ladies and gentlemen. Hindi
Ano
na.
po ba yung lumpia?
Pag ano ako kumambak, pag nagalit na, pag ready na, pag hataw na.
Pwede.
Game na game
Ngayon
na.
ko lang nakinig
Game
yun.
na game na
Tumayo yung
Yeah, mas
lumpia.
game na yung SGD Omega. Again, Toshi kanina, he's actually rolling with 2 deaths. Pero
Of
Bruno
course.
pa rin yan eh. Diba? Bruno pa rin yan. Diba? Actually, pag sinilip mo yung item niyan, pag sinilip mo yung gold niyan, it can be denied na habol pa rin. Diba? Okay pa rin talaga yung pacing niya sa larong to. Hindi lang tulad niyan. Ako, nabundol ni Siren.
Toshi!
Flicker out, Toshi. All in, Chakno once more, pero walang flicker. Unstoppable for Stall. Yung ejector, di pa rin na-connect Master. Killing and Kenji. Then body blocking numbers and Execration. Double kill for Bruno.
You have to give a lot of props dito for SGD Omega, especially yung tanks nila, si Hayes and si Heath. They really are protecting etong si Toshi.
Toshi, yeah, yes.
Ang dami na pagkakataon
Yes,
talaga na
yes.
pwede na mahuli si Toshi dito.
Pero kumpara kasi sa Joe eh, di ba? Kumpara sa Joe kanina,
Oo.
ang hirap julihin eh. Di ba? Si Pedicure di gumagawa ng trabaho yun. Ngayon, naipasa yung corona kay Chaknu. And let's check na si Chaknu. Di ba?
And Heptasis will be picked up here by Hate. Holy Crystal ata yung nakuha ni Beniq team, not so sure. Di ko masyado nakita. Oracle and the Blade Armor, kinuha ni Zapnu and ni Syre respectively.
Pre SGD, pre. Feeling ko sa 5v5 baka hataw na yung SGD dito eh. Kasi nababypass nila yung tanks eh. Parang kulang yung crowd control ng tanks dito ng SGD.
Masyado
Pag
kasi
binilang
paharap.
yung... Yes?
Masyadong paharap.
Oo,
Kumbaga,
tsaka pag binilang mo yung crowd control, parang ang dali talaga makuha.
tsaka lahat talaga sila frontliner eh. Kumbaga,
Oo.
ang laban dito ng Execration Football Team, one for
Oo.
all for one laban.
Oo, di may nominal plus. Di flat
Oo.
yung football.
Flat yung football.
Let's see here, Arrow. Okay, ito lang. Wave clears done in by Execration. Now, Execration is taking the defensive approach of this game. And SGD Omega being careful, went for the rotation, actually ushered that Lord. Actually, contest that pala yung, ushered that Lord dun sa may bottom lane side. Cleaner kagad yun ang mabilis ng Execration. Now, mula sa defensive side, hindi gumagana yung siege, pabilisan ng rotation. Nakuha naman ng SGD Omega at nasulit nila yung Lord sa may bandang baba. Kinuha nila yung top lane inner.
How will Execration defend this? That is the question. SGD Omega, they found their rhythm. Sayang dito, getting caught out. Chakno dito, nagkamali ng tinalon. Benny QTN, nandun sa may pinakalikod. Zapnu dito, trying to go for Haji Z. And Dominion Blast!
Nako tol! Toshi pa lang pero mga kaibigan, double kill na naman! Wala nang nakakahuli sa batang to! Zapnu, takbo! Loads! Mga kaibigan, yun na, corner na yan,
Loads,
ladies
like
and
and share,
gentlemen.
loads.
Like and share, pero it doesn't matter.
Loads.
He's just buying time. Of course, there should be enough firepower from SGD Omega as they will be taking a second. Sipa! Boom! 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 Toshi, ladies and gentlemen! And that's the scale that Bruno Wipeout is delivered against Execration dito. I think this is it. I think we have a game number 3. We're just waiting out for the minion mains to come in. And that's how it is. Umaahon pa rin ang Dragon. Mga kaibigan against Execration as SGD takes this game number 2.
Hindi soccer, hindi football ang laro ng Bruno ni Toshi doon. Sepak takraw. Winasak ang muka nung lahat. And what a way
Highlights
to end
yun.
that game. Highlights yun.
Highlights yun.
Isipin mo si Syre, humarap ng humarap. Ayun, pinagsisipa. Pinagsisipa ni Bruno.
And that's a game nalamang ang Execration sa simula. They went in really confident. That's a game na kung saan si Toshi naranasan ma-0-2. Diba? Ibang klase.
Oo.
Ibang klase. Ganda. When we love into game number 3, no? Piling ko konting pahinga talaga sa mga teams natin kasi man, ganda ng huling magiging laban natin for this week.
Ang tanong, are we going to see the end of the streak netong SGD
Let's see.
or Execration, or will SGD really have the upper hand dito sa mga laban na to and become the super team that they are? Pasa natin sa mga panelists, kayo na bahala.
Grabe. the Toshi game that we saw. But of course, SGD Omega overall effort, napakagandang recovery over Execration, snatching Game 2 of this best of 3 series. At syempre, dahil dyan, hindi pa tayo papatulogin na maaga ng SGD Omega. On Sunday night, we are heading to Game 3 back here at the panel. My name is Wolf. Kasama ko syempre si Stars at Midnight. You know what? We did say na SGD Omega might lose this game. And it looked like Execration is winning it.
Yeah.
Saan nangyari? Ano nangyaring change? We will see the highlights for sure, but when did it all turn around para sa SGD Omega?
Para sa akin yung spike pa rin ni Bruno, kailangan pa rin ni respeto at the same yung power na nawala kay Benny Cutie nung nawala yung Cho. So yung capture potential mo para kay Toshi, para dun sa key targets sa SGD, ang laki na nawala. And Johead, yes, he can toss someone, pero sobrang kulang without the airborne, without the split push factor, and nasa kamay siya ni Jackno, which is support. So, kind of kinulang talaga yung in-your-face nila, and having the Rafaela, na sa side naman ng SGD, it keeps them going again and again and again.
And you know what, Midnight? Paano ginawa ng SGD Omega na in-enable nila dito si Toshi? You know, kasi marami natin sabihin, this is MVP moves mula kay Toshi. But it's not only because of his own skill. Pero ang ganda kasi na ginawa ng SGD Omega, at least for me, nag-punish nila yung mga pag-chase dito ng Execration. But for you, what did SGD Omega do to enable Toshi this game?
Alam mo yung raw trust lang. Kasi yung turning point nitong game na to, wala pa sa highlights pero makikita natin na mamaya, si Syre, tumalon kay Toshi eh. And I think SGD Omega, alam nila hindi mamamatay ng ganun kadali yung marksman nila. This is Toshi. They know Toshi very well. And ang ganda nung ginawa ni Toshi doon, ito yun. Exactly. Naka-unstoppable force si Chakno. Hinintay niya yung unstoppable force before he flickered out, tapos sinipa niya pabalik. So any reinforcement naman galing sa Execration, tatamaan sila ng bola doon. And sinetapan pa ng napakagandang Luminon Blast. That was the thought process.
This is one of the best.
Si Kenji.
Grabe, napakagandang pagkaagamit ng Luminon Blast. And overall, SGD Omega, kaya ko sinabing sobrang ganda ng play na yun because Execration also did something really good. Ang ganda na kanilang ginawa, sinacrifice sila yung inhibitor nila sa top para makakuha ng magandang wrap-around sana sa SGD Omega. However, SGD Omega is the better team in that skirmish. Ang taas ng level ng skills ng mga players na to.
Siyempre si Toshi.
But this guy looks to be better.
Gusto ko lang din i-highlight yung trust na sinabi ni Midnight. Nakita mo yung laban sa nung last na pag 1v1 siya sa dalawa. So, 1 versus 2. Hindi nag-react ng sobra yung Omega sa part na yun. Well, kaya ni Toshi, ang tinapos niya. Ganun lang.
Nag-i-split sila. So, bibringan ko lang yung galawang top global ni Wolf dito. Para lang ma-highlight natin gano'ng ka-importante yung play na ginawa ni Toshi noon sa last fight. Patay dapat siya kay Basha. Pero alam mo yung mindset lang niya to remember na pwede mong doblehin yung bola para mapatay niya si Basha. Kasi patay siya dapat eh. Pero dalawang bola yung lumalabas. Dalawang first kill kay Granger isa. And mind you, kaya nag-flick out si Granger kasi wala na siyang dash. So alam ni Toshi yun. Kaya niya hinabol with the flicker. Sabi niya, boy, wala kang dash. Ako papatay sa'yo. Tapos nakadalawang bola. Grabe.
It was very close range din kasi. Kaya para din bumalik agad yung
animation.
Because of the animation. But again, cold-blooded killer. Yan naman talaga ang alam natin kay Toshi, the cold-blooded killer. This is all of SGD Omega showing us kung gaano sila kalupit as a team. Hindi sila nagpapatalo. We could see that they are very good in terms of punishing their opponents. However, Execration, nagpakita pa rin sila ng matinding galawan. This is still one of the closest games that we've seen, at least buong week. And I can't wait to see more. Game 3, what is in store for us, guys? Ano ang pwede natin expect sa game number 2?
Ako, I'd still watch out for Kenji. Yung X-Borg na yun, unsung hero na umaabot na hindi na siya nakikita sa camera kasi tinutulak niya yung Granger palayo again and again. He was cutting all the key damager na nanggagaling sa Execration. Hindi man napapansin pero andun yung takot nila kay Kenji, that X-Borg, creating a lot of space para dito kay Toshi, para dito sa whole squad ng Omega na mag-cause ng their own term of chaos.
What can we expect from both teams, Midnight? Come game 3.
I think agawan to ng Cho, probably. Or either agawan ng Cho or ban it out. And at the same time, priority siguro si Granger this game.
Okay, so agawan dito ng Granger, palapitan ng Marksman. Can we expect another Marksman versus Marksman battle? Or will Execution go back to game 1?
triple fighter. I don't think, pag nakalusot siguro yung Cho, tapos first pick sila, they might be able to get the triple fighter setup. Pero I don't think Coach Dale will let the Cho once again.
That's what I feel. This is dangerous kasi you're facing up against Coach Dale. Maganda na naisahan mo siya, but I
Hindi na maulit.
feel
Hindi na
na
maulit.
makakaulit sa niya. Osiris, do you feel the same way?
Yes, nakakatakot ang Dragon paggising. At syempre,
Okay.
considering yung factor kasi na si Cho kasi fighter siya, may pick-off potential siya na halos sa side ng fighter, siya lang yung meron. And then, lahat na makikita niyong pick-off potential, nasa support na. Nilagay sa Johead, nilagay sa, meron si Kaja, na medyo kind of bit of lackluster if you want that kind of gulat factor para dito kay Benny Cutie. Kaya kung wala Cho, may hirapan sila i-set up yung triple fighter, and I think Toshi will be freely do his thing.
If that's the case, now Execration, looking back dun sa mga play mo, your playbook, going back to the drawing board, ano yung tingin mong pwede nilang gamitin lang sa SGD Omega?
If their first pick Rafa. If their second pick Rafa still. Agawin mo yung Rafa. Kasi ang ginawa ng SGD kanina, nakita ni Dale na pinilasot yung Rafaela. I think he was expecting na Execration hindi ipa-prioritize. They still want to pick the hero pero dun pa sa later phases. Yeah. So, inunahan niya ng Rafaela Execration.
I think we have the draft already for game number 3. Tense moment, syempre. I think that there are a lot of supporters for both teams. So if you are watching right now, for sure, type na dyan kung sino ang supporter nyo. It's
Your
Execration
team
ba
is banned.
or SGD Omega. Eto na. Number 1 ban, Selena, for SGD Omega. Which,
Exe.
Okay, yeah, Execration. Yeah.
Respect
This
ko
is
yan.
Execration. First banning, Selena. Respect ban. By the way, how was that, Selena, plays mula kay HadGZ? Was it impressive for you guys? Because for me, it is. Kasi bira na yung core na Selena na sobrang effective. But ang ganda na kasi nung way na
Your
pagpapahabol
team
niya
is
sa
banned.
kalaban.
Hindi siya flashy in a way, pero pinunish niya lahat ng commitments, lahat ng arrow plays, and then hindi siya yung gutom na si Lina. He's really reading everything. Ito ba yung moment ko?
Yeah.
Then doon lang siya papalag.
Okay, this is still standard drafts, standard picks. Execration, first pick sila. If you are Execration, ano yung mas gusto mong first pick? Sabi dito ng Midnight Rafaela, I feel that Cho is there as priority
Your
nila kasi
team
feeling
is
ko naman it's a pick that, nothing really goes wrong with the first pick, Cho.
Yeah. Well,
Inside.
knowing SGD Omega, they might want to, there you go, ban out
that's
the
the one.
Rafaela,
Team
tapos
is
palusutin
picking.
yung dalawang hero na pwede nila i-contest. Cho and Granger Paskimi siguro.
I think yung Granger ang, any hero, honestly. Any of the two. Kung ano may pick dito na Execration, SGD Omega will take the other one.
This is probably a Cho, then answer siguro na SGD Omega is the Granger Jawhead.
Yeah, or Granger, definitely Granger Jawhead. And by the way, hindi
Oh no!
Your team is picking.
hindi po si Santino yan.
Yung isa, magnanako ng blue buff yun eh.
By the way, yung nasa right side po
Uranus.
nakita nyo, isang picture ng isang corrupt official.
Yeah.
By the way.
And there you go.
Okay,
Uy!
wow.
Uranus.
Your team
Uranus
is
Jawhead. So
picking.
they switch it up. Sabi nila, wag tayo mag-agawan ng marksman, mag-agawan tayo ng fighter. Bawal kayo mag-triple fighter this game, Execration.
I really like yung Uranus actually para sa SGD Omega.
Yup.
But in the same sense, I think it's high time that Zapno show us another hero. I mean, ang ganda naman ng performance niya both games. Pero I want to see a more rather explosive hero para kay Zapno now that they want to win game
Your
3.
team is
Carry!
picking.
Does this mean na yung SGD Omega kunin na nila yung Granger or okay pa sila mag
Bruno?
I think you pick up the Granger,
Kimi.
tapos iban mo yung Nana for SGD Omega. Pero I don't think that is the best answer kasi you're still faced malalock in ka sa Nana Granger eh. Now, kapag tanggalin mo yun, siguro na-expect na rin ng Execration. And there are a lot of hero pools pa na pwede nilang
Your team
gawin.
is
Even the
banned.
Farsa is up for the taking sa dalawang teams ito, pero I don't think I don't think makukunin yon ng either side. Pero again, the mages are still up
May
there.
open pa tayong league,
Oh yeah.
which is nakakatakot sa kamay ni Zapno. Siyempre, I'm one of the best assassin player dito sa atin. And considering also na pwede rin yung laruin sa side ng SGD
Your
Omega.
team is banned.
So,
I like this. Heads up Farsa ban para sa Execration. Ang laking problema actually nung Farsa para sa kanilang team.
Kidigi pa lang eh. Pag nasabugan siya,
Yeah.
wala nang times journey eh.
Oo,
They should still-
mabilisan lang.
There should still be a Nana ban for SGD Omega kasi pag pinalusot nila yan, this is the... ito yung trio, Holy Trinity eh. Yung carry, Digi into the Nana.
Chakra.
Namiss ko yan yung Kufra ni Chuck, no?
But unfortunately, it will be banned by Execration.
Oh!
Sells, export.
Pinalusot nila.
Baka sila
Nana.
kumuha nung Nana.
Yeah, possible. Kasi alam nilang in your face to eh. And that will support a lot of protection para mailayo dito si Benny Cutie.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the
Even
one of the
Valier,
typical
actually.
counters pala kay Cho kasi problem ni Cho kapag may Nana is hindi siya pwede basta-basta mag-flicker in.
Yes. So meron kang Nana, meron ka pang Valier.
I like the Valier for Execration. Then,
Oh,
see,
okay.
Isang hero na lagi nababad
Sicilian.
second phase, but this time
Your
Sicilian will
team
be at
is
the hands of
picking.
SGD Omega.
Grabe naman yung mga heroes na win over.
Parang,
Balagbag yun.
You know what? Ang nagiging tema dito, ang nagiging tema dito para sa SGD Omega is sustain and late game damage. But Execration, it feels like mukhang babalik sila sa kanilang roots talaga. I mean, game 1 out of the box, game 2 and game 3, why not go back to basics?
Oh, I like this one.
you want something flashy? Hayabusa.
There's no
Tingnan natin.
catch for the hero in SGD Omega. They're lacking probably a support or kumuha sila ng isa pang fighter. Oy!
Whoa!
Ang gandang sagot din Natalia for the Hayabusa.
Medyo nakakagulat. Knowing na open din ang Kaja if they want to isolate someone.
I can see a lot of potential para ma-shutdown yung mga supports din dito ng Execration.
Yeah.
I think itong Natalia, it can be used like the way for them to cancel yung Numeron Blast at syempre sagutin din dito yung Time's Journey na potentially coming out from Digi. It's very good din na pang-contest ng Hayabusa kasi ang ganda sana nung idea ng Execration.
Yep.
Ayaw nilang makapag-farm either yung Ranger or Sicilian.
Yeah.
That's why they have the Hayabusa. Pero sabi dito ng SGD Omega, nako, hindi. Kami makapag-farm, ikaw hindi. So, that being said, maybe in this game number 3, I might go for SGD Omega. So far in this series, lahat ng pinipredict ko ay natatalo. We'll see. Maybe game 3 will be different for me. How about you, Cyrus?
I'll stick with the Dragons.
The Dragons this time. 2-0 for Dragons. Will you break this midnight?
I like Coach Dale's idea of copying somebody's idea kasi nanggaling to sa blacklist yung
Yes.
Natalia counter against sa Digi and Nana. So I would really like to see the Dragons come back once again.
Alright. Unanimous once again para dito sa panel. We'll see if it will be different this time. Ibabalik natin sa ating mga casters for the last game of the night. Please, sell us the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 3. This is our first game number 3, no? Na umabot nga sa game 3 na best of 3 series between SGD Omega versus Execration. SGD Omega tailed a whooping game number 2 despite Execration taking the early lead, di ba? Pero ngayon, dito na. You can forget game number 1, game number 2. It all comes down to this, no?
5
Kaya nga
seconds
ba
to the enemy
ng Execration
reaches the
ng SGD
battlefield.
Omega?
Smash
Best
them.
of 1, ito ang pinanindigan
All
natin
troops
dito.
deployed.
And look at the goal dito for the teams. Nakikita mo talaga kung sino yung may mask eh. Nakikita mo kung paano mag-burst up yung kanilang net worth.
Just because of the mass, ladies and gents, wala ring retaliations, no, or wala ring malalim na rotations na ginagawa yung mga players natin. Anyway, for the hero rundown, blue side, Execration, Zaknu on Cho. We also have hate here para sa Hayabusa, mga kaibigan. Hold that thought. Chaknu here? No, just getting a hug. A few ticks there mula sa mga taga SGD Omega. Continuing, Syre on the DK, Benny Cutie on the carry. Benny Cutie, grabe yung roll stops, ha? And we got Chaknu on Lolita.
For the side of SGD Omega, it's going to be Heath on that Jawhead Kenji as a Reynos Toshi. Ang gagamit ng Granger, Hayes, Natalia, and Haji Z on that
So
Sicilian.
just look at that. We have a Natalia here. No, wala ng forsa sa laro natin, pero we have a Natalia. And very interesting.
Alam
support
mo-
yun, no? Support. Support
Oo,
Natalia.
support naman. Kasi, alam mo, mga ganyang bagay, ang hinahabol mo na lang sa kanya yung mga crowd control.
Actually, yung silence din, no?
At saka, ang tatandaan natin ang silence dito sa Mobile Legends Bang Bang, hindi siya ganun ka-prevalent
Potent.
or kataas yung pagpapakita niya. Kapag ganito ng mga setup, Benny Cutie almost getting caught out, but you know, di naman ganun kasakit yung mga mangyayari doon.
Indeed. Kinos nga ko actually dun sa Natalia pick talaga. Ikaw, what is your read on the Natalia pick? How does it roll sa composition na to?
It's more the it's more the idea lang of just controlling kung sino man yung nandito. Well,
Backline,
right
no?
now on the side of SGD Omega, that is going to be the first blood for Execration, first takedown para sa SGD Omega.
Yeah.
It's more the idea lang na mas madaling hulihin to. Kasi looking at mas madaling hulihin yung side ng Execration, because looking at the side of SGD Omega, parang wala masyadong control eh.
Oo. Mas
Aside
madali
from
manghuli. Ang
yes,
Execration
mas
ang
madali
mahuli.
Mas madali manghuli.
Manghuli. Okay.
Hindi, mas madaling paano ko masabihin to? Mas mahirap hulihin yung side ng Execration.
Mas mahirap ulihin. Oo, tama.
Kasi kung titignan mo
yeah,
dito,
choke
well,
eh. Kaya nga
with the extra boost, di ba?
Oo,
And
oo.
technically kasi nakakapag-adjust din yung Natalia at the latter patch of the game. So parang even out lahat.
There's another one, no? If you have the Natalia, you actually know kung saan manggagaling ang choke.
Yes.
And that leaves freedom for Toshi actually, no, for this game. I mean, Toshi is the one that enabled SGD Omega to take control of that game number 2, no? Despite being behind, di ba? Nag-0 to kanina si Toshi on that Bruno. Pero ayun, pag pina-online mo si Toshi, napaka-rewarding. Another punishing Zapnu. They can do this kind of dives. It doesn't matter if even maging 1-for-1 yan. If Haze goes down, this is clearly not a up yata ito.
Pero nag-aulian dito, Haji, Cyclone Eye, hindi siya maka-cover
Naku,
back.
tumambay.
Pero look at the sustain,
One for
look at
one.
the damage, pero it wouldn't
Yeah,
really
both
matter.
sides, no, it doesn't
They
matter.
will go down. Nakikita mo kanina kung paano nila nahuli ni Zapno. Sa isang perfectong mundo, mga kaibigan,
Oh,
hindi ganun kadali hulihin ang isang show. Pero with the Natalia present there, it really made all the difference. Hindi perfecto ang mundo eh.
Hindi
Oh,
talaga.
hindi talaga.
Yep.
Ba't parang may sama ng loob yung dalawa?
Ayun, wala eh. Akala mo, swerte ka na, may shoutcast ka eh. Yung mga minalas na si Sante eh, napagdidiskitahan
Oo,
ka pa rin,
napapagdiskitahan ka pa rin.
diba?
Dapat di na pinapapasok yun.
Oo nga. Naka-jersey tas t-shirt
Naka-jersey,
pa. Formang high
naka-t-shirt.
school. Diba?
Tapos literal nakamukha mo si Dwayne Wade.
Alright! Again, ito, a bit of a stand-up here to the bottom lane side. Magkasama yung SGD plus, actually got 4 members here. Interestingly, position very cute here. What is that? No?
Very, very gutsy play.
Oo nga, I mean, siguro binibait out niya si Hayes din. Gusto niya magpakita kaagad.
Saka
Yung natala dito
ito nga
maparusahan.
talaga, Shin.
Oo.
This really just equates to SGD Omega not having that crowd control na hinahanap nila.
Indeed. Yun din eh. May scout yung SGD
unless
Omega
nandun si
hit. Unless nandun nga si paring hit. Siguro ganun din. Kaya confident si Very Cutie dito. You have to take note din na meron siyang Purify. And Very Cutie is ruling actually good sa pacing ng game natin, di ba? He snowball. He got a double buff dito. Tapos he's also rolling dito sa may inner top lane. Turret natin. Paparating na ang mga membro ng SGD Omega. Zapnu getting punished here. Hahabulin ni hit. Tinamaan ng Cotic Smart Missile but the shield from the Shunpo won't be enough to save him. And yeah, 1 pick lang. Zapnu ang nakuha.
And it's all for the pickups. Hate dito will be able to get out and look at that using the shadows to actually creep in and creep out dito sa ating skirmish.
No?
Oh,
Well,
bloods.
that's church, y'all.
That's church.
It's church, y'all.
There's a heaven for a G.
Okay. As you hear, Hayes collapsing towards Sari forces that time journey mula sa digi dito ng Execration. Actually, I'm counting nga for the push count. And Execration took the lead on that one by 1/3 naman dun sa inner mid din. Pero sa skirmish, di ko masabi kung kaya nilang masabayan ng SGD Omega. Kasi Zapnu, check na check talaga. Unstoppable force kahit nag-flicker out, hit come in way too deep. At
Flicker
napapasan
in?
rin Very Cutie.
Yes,
Very
it
Cutie is now
will.
online. Chaknu with that very beautiful Numinum Blast. Hayes here. Can make an entrance. Hinahabol ni Chaknu. May exclamation pointing. Okay, ramdam niya yung presensya ni Hayes dito. Hindi na yung mahalaga. And also on the bottom lane, Hate forces pressure here. Wow, Execration, man. I think we can say it now, safely. They have the lead in this game. 5,000 sitting at the 5-minute mark.
Sabi nga sa isang kanta, yes sir. Yun,
Yes, yes, sir.
yun yung ginagawa nila dito. As in, they're just clearing up lahat ng pwede. Pero kasi, kung ikaw si Zapno dito, medyo malilesen yung effectivity mo to a 1v1. Kasi there's always a threat of Haze being in the area and just silencing you up. Na, yung 2 deaths na yan, dahil lang yan sa Natalia
Oo,
na nandun.
that's si Natalia nga eh. And still the firepower, yun yung question dito. Sinong nag-check kay Tosh? Sinong nag-check kay Chaknu, no? Parang buwelo eh. Ang daling napapasukan lang ng Numinum Blast yung mga member dito ng SGDO.
At sino nag-check kay Hate?
Yes.
Si Hate 0-0 siya dito.
Oh my God,
Walang
oo nga.
ambag sa mundo.
Oo
Literal na nandun lang.
Grabe.
Pero mamaya kapag ka nag-ambag yan,
Oo. May push siya.
may push siya.
naman.
Pag, I mean sa Clash,
Sa click. Sa
nga alam, nakikita mo dun sa game, may ambag siya. Sobrang laki ng ambag niya sa push. Pero sa Clash, hindi mo siya aasahan dito ngayon kasi pinagpa-farm mo. mamaya, paano mo ka-counterin yan kung puro si Sapno yung hinahawakan mo? Talagang mawakwakin kayo mamaya ni Hate dyan.
Indeed. Pag sumali na to. Actually, looking into the items, you can see this Hayabusa now. 2 Legion Sword already available. I will not doubt for him to build completely that Blade of Despair. Zapnu still went for the Blade of Despair, kaya naman pala talaga nanlalambot. He just want to make the pick up against Toshi siguro dito, or the key backlines din ng SGD Omega. And even Higgs cannot afford to actually show himself kasi isang sipa lang eh. Parang feeling ko makukombo mo talaga yung Natalia dito. And last battle, completed then for the carry on top of that Raptor Machete. Meanwhile, SGD Omega here, pare. Raptor Machete lang, may Oracle din. Medyo cheap yung items. Ang mahal na items lang ditong buo ay yung kay Haji Z on that Lightning Truncheon.
Oh, pero ito SGD Omega being forced back. Andito na tayo sa time. The inhibitor defense. Hate dito with the Blade of Despair. It's hate time.
Yeah, ewan ko kumpara nung game number 2. Ewan ko may comeback na possibility. Hapdi ni GZ, ladies and gentlemen. Hindi
Grabe
man
si
natin
Chakno!
na first kill. Grabe si Chakno.
Nakita mo hinarangan ni Chakno.
Yun, ganun nga lang mga kaibigan. At yun ang pwede sigurong solusyon dito ng mga SGD Omega. Mahapdi na rin mga kaibigan. 5-2 tayo ngayon sa laro natin. Yung 5K na gold lead ay kumapal na sa 4,000. Ay sa 7,000, 7K.
Alam mo, Zapnu Hate combination mamaya ang kailangan natin abangan dito kung paano isi-set up ni Zapnu yung makil. Parang ganito.
Huli na si Izo.
Parang ganito, and Zapnu just showing up dito sa laban natin, just being the captain or being the veteran that
to
they
be careful
need.
Minion wave is pushing. They hit, buti hindi siya makapag-split. Aray! Anay mga kaibigan, Zapno sa may get Nino ng blast is now already burned. Went for the flicker in, patay pa rin dito si Chaknu. GC kahit siya mawin the first kill, pero that leaves Benecurie to take a free hit here at the mid-lane inhibitor turret. Entrada ni Toshi, gamit yung ano nga yung ultimate? Detsunata ni paring Granger dito. Sendstars once more.
Tignan mo si Hate, sobrang patient.
Patient lang.
Kasi literal na sobrang patient niya dito. Hindi, alam niya naman na hindi na nananalo dito yung SGD Omega sa fights. So hindi ko na kailangan sumama. Ang gagawin ko na lang dito, ipaplant ko na lang yung magandang skin ko. At
Ang curious ako, pre. No? Maganda talaga yung skin. Ang curious ako, pre. May comeback. Parang may comeback. May nakikita akong comeback mula sa side ng SGD Omega. Kasi hapdi niyan eh. Clearly, hindi pwedeng mamatay kagad. Pag siya GC guys, na maalam, during mid-fight with SGD Omega, I mean, natalo nga. Yun eh. Kasi main damager siya at with all do know kung gaano kahapdi ang Cecilia na nag-scale up. Baka nga 2 combo si Benny Cutie. That's the deal, no? Pero, ayun, up to what extent? Kasi at 9-minute mark, we have an inhibitor turret already down. And I don't think it actually sets up for a comeback dito para sa SGD Omega. Clearly, there's pressure now on the mid lane. And yun na nga Lord Timer, 20 seconds.
Lord Timer. And dahil sa sobrang farm dito ni Hate at ni Benny Cutie, pwedeng manggulo na lang yung tatlo dito sa harapan. Tapos silang dalawa na lang mag-take. Hindi magmamatter yan. Kasi pakiramdam ko kahit si Hate ngayon, kaya na kunin niya mag-isa eh.
Duda ko nga tol, magsosorpresa si Hate eh. No? Isang entrada lang, sasama talaga tapos ma-shoot mo lang yung Ogi Shadow Kill kay Sicilion. Nako, iiyak yan, babalikan kay Carmilla.
Si Benny Cutie. Alam mo, yun lang pala yung kailangan ng Execration, no? Isang cutie.
Isang cutie.
Kasi nawala na si Jeff Cutie.
Si Jeff Cutie eh, no? Baka yun na yun.
Baka si Benny Cutie ang sagot sa pagiging cutie nila lahat.
Oo, well, ayan na. That is no surprise. Execration securing the Lord. SGD Omega approaching this game in a patient manner. Clearly, the Lord is gonna be pushing on to the mid lane. Ewan ko lang kung paano ito i-capitalize todo ng Execration. They have an option to go for the side lanes here. Pero the thing about SGD Omega, they have enough firepower to clear this Lord from a distance.
All the lanes are pushing towards the side of SGD Omega. Chakno dito talaga kinokontrol muna Benny Cutie.
Aray!
Getting out of harm's way. Chakno dito has the immortality. Pero I don't think they can commit to this push. Half health na yung buhay dito ng kanilang tank.
Bottom lane pressure. And that's a play para ma-set up si Hate na nagpupush sa top lane side. Ang babati sa kanya ay yung Uranus, mga kaibigan. Very cutie, dinadaan-daan. Battle of attrition dito para sa may bottom lane side. That's gonna be Hate checking the Uranus. This is all out para sa mga membro dito lang. SGD Omega, dalawa na nawala. Haze is also clipped. This inhibitor turret on the bottom lane is sure as destroyed. Hit wants to go for the play. Makes a pick up at Very cutie. Punish him. That's gonna be the Jawhead going down. Hindi pa rin pwede lumapit sa SGC. Ang linis talaga, mga kaibigan. Diggy gets clipped. Chakno also from a distance. Immortality gets back. Very cute with a free hit pa rin. At yun na, tapusin. Malinis na nabahoy. That's gonna be Execration finishing the series against SGD.
Execration showing up, Benny Cutie. Hate showing that hindi sila push over dito. They might have lost. Madami naman nasabi yung ibang tao dahil sa unang talo nila.
Oo.
This time around, tignan ko yung Zapnu. Hindi kami basta-basta.
Benny Cutie forever. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ayan, nagwi-weekend na. Nagwi-weekend na.
I mean, wow. I mean, ito ba yung unang talo ng SGD
Yes,
Omega?
yes,
This is,
yes.
no? So the win streak is broken for this week number 2. Although it's quite early then to say a win streak, no? Pero that's a testament. Again, in the power rankings as we enter the regular season of MPL Season 5, mataas talaga ang pagtingin, ang rango dito ng SGD Omega. On a tier to take a championship actually, no? To surely make it to the playoffs. And now, Execration, which actually ranked lower to them, upset, remove the streak.
Benny Cutie,
Ang galing, no?
Hate. Nagpakita sila dito. Talagang pinapakita nila na ito na yung bagong breed ng Execration. Hindi na kami dati yung baka-baka. Ngayon, malinis na. Nag-iba.
Masyadong maaga sabihin na. Pero imagine lang, no? Execration on the finals.
Hindi ko alam kung gaano kainit na paramdam ko.
Masyadong maaga sabihin na. Pero,
Paramdam ko yung mga, yung mga naging haters, babalik eh.
malalaman natin. I mean, alam natin kung gaano kakilala yung Execration.
Gaano kakilala.
And again, SGD, alam natin yan. Still a threat as they are. And of course, we'd want to follow them here on the regular season. Guys, isang napakalaking karangalan na magsalita, mag-shoutcast, magbigay buhay sa mga aksyon na inyong natunghayan dito sa mga laban na to. Kami yung naging shoutcaster for this game. I'm Shinbu with a 1 for an eye.
And I am Butters at ipasa natin to sa ating panel para malaman natin kung ano ang sasabihin nila.
Thank you so much sa lahat nating mga casters. That was panel scores. Pero
Yeah.
you know what? I think that one thing that we were able to say correctly is nung sinabi natin na kailangan mag-step up ni Zapno ulit at i-rally ulit yung kanyang team. For the longest time, I mean, MPL Season 4, parang walang direksyon yung Execration. But this time, nandito yung leader ng kanilang gang. My name is Wolf, your panel host. With me is Osiris and Midnight. What happened in there? Actually, tanongin natin una si Midnight. We were 0-3 tonight.
Yeah.
What happened? Is it I still feel na hindi ito about sa understanding ng meta. I still feel na medyo nandito tayo sa highlight players making big plays. Is that what you think it is?
It's a little bit of the draft and it's the chemistry of Chaknu and Benecuti. Nakita natin kanina. Siguro gagawin ko na example yung tower lock na ginawa ni Benecuti kanina alongside the Lolita. Alam kasi ng Execration na ang papatay lang sa kanya is yung Sicilian. Whole game, magkasama tong dalawang to. Never naghiwalay and all the damage that has been done by Haji, it's always on the DD.
And it seems like yung Execration din na-enable nila this time yung kanilang core.
Yeah.
It is because of the fact na instead na yung Hayabusa yung mag-farm, no. Bigyan natin kay Carry, make the other players make the plays. Osiris, what did you see in that game kung bakit nanalo yung Execration?
It kinda an opposite nung nangyari na SGD kasi nagpapaandar ng ganitong type ng game na they're borrowing time, yung carry magpa-farm, but this time it's in the hands of Execration. Sila yung nag-farm, pinaglaruan ni Zapno at pinaglaruan ni Hate ang SGD na naubos yung oras ni Natalia na nagkumukuha lang ng information, and that's another story na we're getting a lot of information kay Natalia na nag-feed pa po na sa team pero walang nangyayari. Like, wala si Hate, pinabak ko siya, pero mapapatay si Zapno, but then si Carry, andun pa rin. I think there's so many unchecked boxes para sa side ng SGD, and masaya ako for Execration, syempre, na they're back.
I like that you say that kasi parang yung Execration nga, sobrang bumalik sila sa fundamentals of Mobile Legends.
Yes. Yeah.
To the point na lahat ng fundamental na boxes na kailangan mong checkan is na-checkan mo nga. And parang bumabalik tayo doon sa primal Mobile Legends action. Plus yung fact na nag-init uli si Zapno.
Well deserved.
But this time, MVP is Chaknu. If we go back Game 2 and Game 3, stellar performance of this guy. Game 3, sobrang tindi.
Yeah. Hindi dahil sa gusto siyang interviewin. MVP talaga siya.
MVP talaga siya.
Yeah, I mean, sobrang MVP ng mga ginawa niya. Sobrang daming save.
Well-deserved talaga.
Although, hindi lang nag-work well yung jawhead niya, pero all in all, kung saan siya magaling, set-ups, big plays na gawa niya.
I was able to talk to someone from the crowd and he mentioned na pilalagay niya si Chakno sa taas ng level. I mean, when it comes to the best players in that specific role. I think I kind of agree. Kasi ang iniisip ko dito is it's very good to, parang ang saya maglaro bilang core kung ganun yung support mo. Kapag sobrang walang takot at nambubuli pa ng kalaban. Do you agree with me?
Yeah,
with
kasi
that?
kumaga parang imagine mo si Toshi, hindi na niya kailangang isipin kung mamamatay siya o hindi. Then suddenly, he becomes a different monster. Ngayon, si Benny QT, nakita natin sobrang aggressive maglaro with the show nung game 1. Ngayon, carry. Freest of games dahil may Lolita na harap si Sicilian. I think 7-0-1 yung record. Talagang walang takot.
Yeah. And kitang-kita nyo kung gaano kakomportable yung mga supports dito. And I guess it's safe to say that the Chuck and Zap connection is here to stay for us. You are still watching MPL Season 5, of course, presented to you by Smart, with our official sponsor, Realme Smartphones, our official headset partner, Logitech, and syempre organized by Moonton. Gentlemen, I want to ask yung last words nyo since